Good evening. This is tonight's news. ABC News has said that 16 and pregnant star Whitney Purvis has been charged in a man's overdose death. Most shocking, ABC's use of the term star.
Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Brooks Nader got her period while wearing all white at Wimbledon and before Labor Day.
Brave.
If you don't know Brooks, she's the Sports Illustrated swimsuit model that wasn't born with a dick.
Love Island USA contestant Sierra Ortega has exited the show after resurfaced social media posts caused a stir. I didn't read the posts because I personally find it appalling that Miss Ortega would risk damaging the honor and integrity of Love Island USA.
Honestly.
Amen.
Terrible.
Amen. Yeah.
It's the church's channel.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah.
Welcome. It is Normal World. My name is Black Garrett, and with us is
Dave Landau, and I'm blurry.
because you're in another state.
I'm in another state, and I don't know if the internet's not working right. We'll just pretend I have the soft girl filter on.
Yes.
Yeah. You're like Days of Our Lives,
Pretend.
Dave. You're having
They pay extra for that now on Snapchat, I think.
Yeah.
It's 35-year-old Dave Landau.
Maybe why I have it like this. Don't you worry about it.
And
and
with
we
us-
also have in the studio
There you go.
Angela.
It's me. Hi, what up?
Angela's back.
We clap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started clapping before
Clap for the
you told me to
producer,
clap.
okay?
Yes.
Producers are important.
That's, yeah.
And along with us is, you know him, you love him. They're returning. Mike Imbasciani.
Hello. It's good to be back. Yes. Thank you.
Derek Cahill.
Yo.
What?
That's a
put
fine
enough-
shirt.
Yeah,
you.
I know.
respect on that tiger down.
I'm really feeling
Now
it.
I need a tiger shirt. You know how hard it was to pick out this nice black and white paisley shirt. You know,
very nice.
You
And
need to
it's
get
not
more
even
Instagram
blurry.
ads got me, dude.
I know.
I suggested
Every
it,
once in
and
a
I
while,
said,
it freaking works, right?
you know, I was like,
Come
I'm
on.
gonna fucking buy that,
You gotta roll the dice every once in a while.
and it worked.
You look like a cocaine guy.
Yeah, I feel I'm on
Yeah.
cocaine.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like I bought this selling cocaine.
A very wealthy man in the 50s would wear that. I like it.
Yes.
Golfing? Be good. Hey, if
Anything.
you could mosey on down below and tongue punch that like button, we really appreciate it. And also leave a comment while you're down there. Let us know how it smells. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dave, what do you want to talk about today? There's a lot of stuff that happened over the week that we were gone. I'm glad
There
everybody's
is
back.
so much in the news besides me being at the Des Moines Funny Bone this weekend. I just want to pimp that right away.
Yes.
Like an asshole. We all know where to find everybody. Let's talk a bit about Jeffrey Epstein. Have you heard of this character?
I completely
Yes.
forgot. I
The
heard actually.
financier.
I heard he killed himself.
I heard he's innocent completely.
Yes,
No
well-
evidence whatsoever.
Yes, the big news is
False accusations.
the new memo from the DOJ and the FBI says it turns out Jeffrey Epstein had no clients and wasn't murdered.
Wow.
Yes, so we can all go home, right? Yeah, nothing.
Nothing
Oh, what?
to see
I
here.
don't know.
Glad that's done.
Right. The memo released yesterday reveals that after conducting an exhaustive review that included digital and physical searches where authorities uncovered more than 300 gigabytes of data and 10,000 plus images and videos of illegal child sex abuse material, the review concluded there is no incriminating client list, quote unquote, no credible evidence of Epstein blackmailing high-profile figures, and nothing to prompt charges against previously uncharged individuals, which means everybody is off the hook except the principal from Ferris Bueller.
Horrible guy.
Oh, yeah, for real?
Yeah.
He's
For real, yeah.
Yeah,
He's the guy
really
in
weird.
Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
awesome in
Yeah,
that.
they killed
Dude,
him out of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I know.
Beetlejuice.
I thought he was dead, and I Googled it, and I was like, oh my God.
But he kind of looks like it.
He looks
Right?
like
In
he
the
would.
picture?
Yeah. He's not a great looking dude.
He looks
For
at
some
his
reason,
inside
the
looks-
mustache didn't do it, but adding the beard made him look like a pedo.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Well, and so the bad news is no one is being held accountable. So the good news is government officials got to look at tons of child pornography. And so what else is new? The DOJ also released a 10-plus hours long surveillance video, which they say proves no one entered Jeffrey Epstein's cell prior to his death. Let's take a look. Riveting.
For 10 hours, we're going to sit here just
Yes.
so we
This is
review the whole
podcast
thing.
today.
It's a very
Except-
green door.
Except the part when it glitches, that
Right.
part.
Right, yeah, we don't forget about that part. Like, there's an entire minute missing
Funny
in
if we
there.
just saw Dave Landau sprint into the
Just running up the stairs.
Well, actually, wait. I am hearing breaking news.
I'd have killed him.
More of the surveillance footage has been released.
God, I knew it.
Oh,
It's always the pantsuits.
She's so
that's
stealthy
how you
with
know
those.
it's her.
That's the minute.
And the fact that the ankles are thicker than the thighs.
Yeah.
Cankles.
Don't look into it though.
Yeah.
No, everything's fine now.
I
What
think
do
the
you guys
FBI
think?
I think the way, like in the memo that they put out, they're like, we looked in desks, we looked under tables, we looked in their lunch boxes. Like I think they got looking around for evidence suggestions from the old mayor of New York.
I just think it's fucking crazy.
Look in their
In-
teddy bears.
This man
in
had a
knapsacks,
had a
popping.
child porn island, and all of these images and all of this footage, and he's it's just all of him. It was all him in the videos, no one else. It's like, no, this is fucking done, dude. No one else there.
He liked a lot of space for masturbating.
The big gold
Could
dome.
we take
on the
down his
island.
photo?
He's looking at my cock.
glaring at me.
He's looking at my cock.
Ominous.
Like a tribute.
Why is it out?
So
I just love that the people who told us that he killed himself have now let us know that he killed himself.
Well, right. Not only that, but all the memes that have been going around are basically saying, oh, so he killed himself, but he was innocent. Right?
Right.
If you're saying there's nothing incriminating, if you're saying what he killed himself over was the client list, but now there's no client list. So which is it? It can't be both.
And why is she in jail?
exactly.
Right.
What is she convicted of then? So trafficking people
To
to
who?
nobody?
Right.
Only
And
to
it
Jeff.
seems- Again, if you look at the memo itself, they use quotations in client list. They go client list. So are they playing a semantics game? Like there's not a physical Google sheet of all the names that he trafficked to. Like,
Well, and Pam Bondi said a couple weeks ago that it was on her desk.
Well, and that was the other breaking news today was Trump had his cabinet meeting and somebody asked a question. I forget who it was, but they asked a question like, you said you had those files on your desk. What was that about? And Bondi responded, and Trump actually cut her off. And Trump got visibly upset and basically said, "Oh, this is how old is this now? Can't we move on from
my
this?"
gosh.
Which I mean, that's
Kids were fucked. It's over. Can we please?
which I don't like. People do deserve to know the truth of what
Absolutely.
happened, and that client list should come out. The arrest should be made. I think Bondi and the DOJ have dropped the ball, but Bondi, after Trump interrupted her, Bondi did finish the statement saying, well, what I meant by that was the files were on my desk, just like the JFK files were on my
Right.
desk and the MLK files. I didn't say the list was on the desk. Yeah, sure.
Roll the
Yeah.
tape.
like on
So she named other shady things?
yeah, on Fox News, you specifically said the client list is on my desk.
Right. So it's just a bad look all
she
around.
says to review, so I guess I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She didn't review it yet. She just went out on national television and said it was there
Right.
before she looked at them.
And had a bunch of people at the White House said, here's a binder.
Right.
Yeah, the
Just
binder
embarrassing
that
for everybody.
people have copies of that has names in it.
Right.
No evidence, Dave. They said no evidence whatsoever. DOJ, FBI,
And
trustworthy sources.
they looked at the thousands of hours,
I said
and the
they
government
looked under
officials
cushions.
looked at it again harder because they enjoyed it.
They look behind the desk. Sometimes some files might slip behind
Slip,
desks. They
yeah.
look back there.
Yeah.
You deleted like the recycling bin on the desktop of every computer. They look there. None there.
Well, and think about what
good.
happened in New York City, where they said they were hiding all the files somewhere, and they weren't letting the DOJ go in and get those files. It's like no follow up ever came from that. What happened to those files? Whatever.
Unfortunately, someone knocked over a bottle of whiteout on the client
Right.
list.
Now, whoopsie.
Well, it's like a detective walking in and going, "Get rid of all the cold cases."
Yeah.
You go, "Well, I think some people might want to know what happened to their families," and they're
It's in the
like, "Get them
past."
out of it. It's clutter."
Yeah.
Move on. They're dead.
I mean, with everything
on.
Elon said, like, are we pretending like Trump isn't on this list?
I don't.
Everybody knew
dude,
Trump
it's
was
so
on the
cringe.
list already, and you can't tell me that if everything they've gone after Trump with, if they actually had anything, it wouldn't have leaked out by now.
Yeah.
Because Biden's DOJ had 4 years with that same material to do that, and nothing ever did.
That's a great point.
But
But
that
it's
would have
like,
been. We'd have the list if he did something on it. I promise.
Oh yes,
Dude, the government has always done the most fucking salacious shit ever. We'll find out in 50 years.
But he was
yeah.
the
Like,
he
Trump
was
was on the
the,
list.
he was the
It's classified.
president. He was the president when Epstein killed himself.
Yeah.
He was the man. Like that's what I mean. Is
Right.
that like
At
he's
this
the
point,
government?
At this point, I don't know. I don't fucking know because if the same people,
government.
Yeah, I am.
Well, Bill
Captain
Clinton
now.
was
Yeah.
on the list. I mean, that is a fact.
We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
There's no
there
fucking
was a
way
list.
that this dude wasn't working with some very high profile people. There's no way. There's no fucking way.
Well, that's the thing. I
knew
mean,
this. It's a fact.
Epstein is just a cog in the wheel at the end of the day. And just like the Diddy trial, which I think none
Also
of us...
innocent.
It's gonna be like the
Are
Spider-Man.
we all
Also-
surprised? No, I'm not surprised. But what did they find him guilty of? Oh, I drove for prostitution. I just didn't traffic them.
Right.
He got stuck in traffic, but it's different.
I find it
different,
amazing
you know?
because people go, well, prostitutes are doing it willingly. And you're like, no, that's what human trafficking is. though."
There's a definition. For that.
Yeah.
That's actually, so the problem is a lot of them aren't doing it willingly. And they're like,
Yeah,
these are semantics. He's innocent. He's only guilty of one thing.
This
he
is
got an
legalese.
applause walking back into his cell.
God.
Well, and the whole the Diddy stuff where they were literally, his fans were showering each other with baby oil when the not guilty verdict was being read. It's like, do you see yourself right now?
Come on. Just another
grow up.
protected pedophile in a series of other protected pedophiles.
Well, he did his job. He kept his mouth shut, just like Maxwell has kept her mouth shut. And
That's true. What happened to that? Well, I asked this question yesterday on Base F with Adam Krigler. Where are the pilots? The pilots of those planes, were they brought in? Were they
The
questions?
staff.
Where's the staff? Where are the drivers? Where are the other people that are involved? We're just going for the head of the snake, which is good, but the head of the snake killed himself, and the other one's not talking. So
They probably
where
got to
are
deal
all
with
the other people?
Netflix.
God damn it!
So
No,
we'll
they
hear about it in a
signed-
couple years from now.
he signed an
have to
NDA.
wait.
They can't talk about it.
I just watched the.
Those are ironclad.
There's a
Yes.
Diddy documentary that I started watching on an airplane. That was like a driver and all this shit. They were like, oh, there was some crazy shit.
Right? Yeah.
Like getting shot at a club and stuff.
Yeah, we'll find out about it.
Or like another
In
story,
50
Dave.
years,
Yeah.
They all killed themselves. That's what I'm told.
Yes.
I'm sure. Yeah.
They're all dead.
From sadness.
Natural causes.
Yes.
Well, Diddy, speaking of which, there's a lawsuit against Diddy, so that's a big surprise. In a lawsuit obtained by TMZ, John Doe, I don't know if that's his rap name, claims around September 2020, he was in a listening session with Diddy for a Biggie Smalls project when he says Diddy pressured him to take ketamine. You sound kind of like a bitch. All right. He claims they went to a warehouse in Los Angeles where Biggie's clothes were in storage. It would take a warehouse. And Diddy provided drugs to everyone present. He says folks were running around the warehouse tripping on drugs. The man claims he ended up alone in a room with Diddy, who he says started watching porn on his phone. He claims Diddy grabbed one of Biggie's shirts off a rack and began masturbating in front of him.
I mean, this is all sounds normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's also-
Again,
yeah.
all this comes out after.
At the time, could you get porn on your phone?
Oh, that's a good point.
2020,
These just
yeah.
pictures of
These
himself
2020?
naked.
Oh,
This is
these are.
2020 working
okay.
on a
Oh,
post.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
when
Yeah.
Biggie was alive, I don't
I
think
wouldn't
you
I'm
could.
thinking Motorola Razor. That
Yeah.
might be hard to see.
Downloading
something,
slowly.
No, not even when Biggie was alive. You'd be
Okay.
watching it on Zach Morris's phone. But he says Diddy told him to finish him off, and then Diddy orgasmed onto a shirt before the man could react. So apparently it was a snail's pace. I usually could react once he started masturbating. But
Diddy's really good about it, though.
yeah,
He can just
but the man claims Diddy then laughed and tossed the semen-covered garment. Which, by the way, if it's covering that whole garment, that is a big load. So he tossed it at the man, and it hit him in the lap and the arm, and he laughed again, said, "Rip Biggie," and left the room. He is suing Diddy for emotional damages as well as physical damages after being hit by a quadruple XL Cosby sweater.
pretty gross.
I don't believe this at all. I have to be honest. Like, why would you go, let's go to where I keep Diddy's clothes or where I keep Biggie's clothes in a warehouse, and I'm just going to masturbate onto a shirt and throw it at you.
I don't know. Diddy seems like a crazy dude.
Yeah,
This sounds like
he
it might
opened the
track.
presents. Like that's
Right.
bizarre.
He broke into that guy's. He broke into his house and opened his Christmas presents on Christmas Day.
That was the last show I was on. Why is it always Diddy?
It's
everywhere.
Oh, it's just, he keeps doing all these hijinks.
I know. Well, that's
Oh,
the thing.
silly Diddy.
It's another story that comes out again way after the fact that it's like, yeah, we all know this guy is a little wacko, allegedly. Obviously, not to a jury of his peers.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Totally all good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is possible. But if you were hit with a Diddy semen-covered Biggie sweater, wouldn't you keep it? It's like an
Sell it.
autograph.
For multiple
You're like-
reasons.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
kept it since
got the evidence.
2020.
Yeah, I guess if he's got the evidence,
Yeah.
it's like this is Diddy jizz on a big old.
On BIG's shirt?
Wow, yeah, it's
A
double.
collector's
Yeah.
item on a collector's item?
It's
Gotta
like
get
it's
that framed
signed.
like a jersey.
Yeah. It's like the double sign thing when you have like a Babe Ruth signature and then you take it to somebody else, like sign underneath it, like a Shohei
Yeah.
Ohtani.
Yeah.
Years
Just covered
later.
in celebrity jizz now.
Yeah, it's clearly worth
It's
something.
crusty, but it's worth it.
Can you
a
jizz on
bit.
this shirt as well? Did he jizz on it? I'd like your jizz on it
You
as
can
well.
test the DNA. You can co-sign that. You
I
know what? I
would've-
wouldn't do all that stuff to you.
I would have rinsed it into me and tried to have his baby. What?
The long
Miracle
gone.
Made sheets. Do you sleep hot at night? Do you get the
Yeah.
night sweats?
Yeah.
Because it's summertime in Texas and it's hot as hell. Well, no more. If you get yourself some nice, beautiful Miracle Made sheets. Dave, I know you love them. I love them. Angela,
I love them.
Angela
I
loves
love
them.
them.
And you can love
I
them
use
too.
them every single night, no joke. They keep my body temperature nice and cool in this hot summer sun.
That's because they're inspired by NASA and they have silver infused into the fabric and it wicks away bacteria and all kinds of stuff. It's amazing. It really is. It's a miracle. So you can get yourself some by using promo code NORMAL at trymiracle.com/normal. And how
Then you're gonna
much do you get off of that?
40% off.
What? 40% off? And what
you're
else do
gonna
you
get
get?
towels.
A whole set of towels.
You get all that in the picture except the girl.
Yeah.
If only Biggie's shirts were made out of this material.
If only.
Woo.
If only.
Towels. And then you're gonna get 20% off on top of that.
On top of
crazy.
that.
Yeah, dude, on top of it.
Damn.
That's 60%.
That's a lot of percents.
Yeah. Math.
Come on. Do it. Let them
And-
know that you like us.
That's a
You
big
like them.
fucking pillow.
And if you don't even like it, you get a money day, 30.
A money day.
You get a money day guarantee.
So mesmerized.
There's a dead
by
man
the
in the
miracle.
news.
Every day's a money day for me.
Which you don't even need because you're not going to not like it because they're miracly made.
Exactly.
So true.
Trymiracle.com/normal.
Ow. Nice.
That ad
Let's
cooled me
talk
down.
about
Hey, you know,
Right.
I'm feeling
Yeah,
really
that
hot and bothered by
would you like
the
to get
last
cooled
couple
off
stories. Yeah, I would.
by a penis-shaped statue?
A
This
penis-shaped
keeps getting
statue,
better.
you said?
Yes, it was
Anything else?
erected in New York City. Can we show that?
Oh,
I want to separate these two stories.
And it's a foot.
ad
When
reads.
he's pointing at it perfectly.
Look
too.
at this
That was-
right here.
Look at that.
Doesn't look like
Don't-
a penis.
don't-
I'd like
not-
to be
not that
edited
motion.
on
Do
by.
we have a video of
that
this?
is a penis
this
foot.
beautiful
if I've
work
ever
of
seen
art.
one.
Try to say soft, everybody.
Look at
Oh.
Is it a foot penis?
Yeah.
it. It's a
Yeah.
foot penis.
Ew.
It's spraying as well, so
Cool off today.
It's got tongues on it.
It's got tongues and holes and orifices, and you can make it squirt by doing your
You
foot
can
pedals.
You can bicycle.
That's what we
I
do
heard
when
they-
you hit the like button.
I heard they got this off the Epstein Island.
That's us.
That's
you
us
can
right there. See,
pedal
look.
it so it
Squid Game
squirts.
USA season 1 seems to start off kind of strange.
You got to keep pedaling. Keep pedaling. They'll shoot you.
Honestly, of all the diseased dick shooting stuff all over New York City, that's the first one you might want to get hit by.
Yeah, that's just like cleansing spray. It just cleans the ground for you.
It's got to be weird to explain. Like these people are just walking by. You got to explain that to your kid.
It's art.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Oh, we're all bad people now.
Yeah, 16th Chapel.
I would just say
David.
this is why
Yes.
I don't encourage you to do anything that you want to do.
I thought I was the only one that could pedal my squirter.
But yes, that's a good point. This is why you should not be allowed to do anything all the time.
Yeah, in public.
Yeah, especially
maybe
in public,
privately.
yes.
How does that even
That-
get put into New York? Is that city sanctioned or did someone? Because I can't. What's the fucking process for that to the city council? Be like,
Cuomo paid for it.
yeah, someone fucking paid for it, dude.
Yeah, Cuomo put on his nipple rings and brought it himself. He's the artist.
It's like, I got a great idea. Hey, can we get our own sculpture like in this scenario? We got to talk to the city
Well,
planner.
apparently, I mean,
I mean, well, if they can
bar's
get
pretty
a cotton candy foot cock, I
think we
could
could do
just make
this.
anything we want.
With the tongues. You can't
think-
forget the tongues.
forget
I
the
mean,
tongues.
it's not pleasant.
the
Look,
whole-
Diddy gets out, he's probably gonna jizz on it.
I'm going to say it's sponsored by Diddy.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're supposed to.
It comes with
Could
the
be
tongues.
Diddy's.
that's oil coming out on the top.
The tongues vibrate when you put your mouth on them.
What do you guys think it means?
I mean, I did think we already had the big phallic statue in D.C. that was a memorial to Bill Clinton. But I mean, this could be it. Of course, this could also be for Harvey Weinstein. We just don't know anymore.
It's hard to tell these.
You need to put a plaque on it.
An homage to him
Yeah.
and his suicide.
Yeah.
Well, that was Epstein.
That was a different.
What did I say?
Steen.
Weinstein.
Weinstein's
It's a
still
different
hanging
horrible
on.
Stein.
Gotcha.
Different
Different
Steen.
Jew.
Also
Different
confused
stains,
with-
same stains.
Yeah.
with the Bears. Well, apparently Stein.
Yes.
We should do it to Jeffrey Berenstein.
It's Berenstein's, damn it. And if you want to look like this when you're ready, you can with tonight's sponsor, Blue Chew.
What?
That's right. You want to look like a giant statue in New York City? Well, you can when the time is right with tonight's sponsor.
I took one before we started the show.
I can tell. I can see it from across the room. It's glorious. I'd say it's magic. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Right from the bottom.
I'm gonna blur that.
Angela, I know you've dabbled in a little bit of it. Not yourself.
I don't use it myself
around.
because women are
That's not
supposed
allowed.
to use it.
It's not supposed to be done.
No, but my husband has used it, and good lord,
That's
it's
the
really
review.
great. It's one of my favorite sponsors. I'll tell you that. So
It's the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. So if you take yourself and get that horny goat weed from a gas station, all that's going to happen is your ears will bleed and you'll pass out behind the wheel before you can pull away from the pump.
Yeah.
sounds like you.
I didn't
know
read
that,
that
didn't I?
That's
part.
very specific.
I was
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code NORMAL at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to bluechew.com for details and safety info. And big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Big thanks.
And while the promo code is normal, your boner will not be.
So true. That should be our
It'll
tagline.
be magical.
Thank you for that.
That's the
Derek.
hashtag right there.
Promo code should be abnormally huge.
Yeah.
Horse cock.
Make your penis longer. Just so you know, it doesn't make the penis longer. It's going to be
It
the same
does
length.
not make it long. Well,
It
we
just
don't
makes it
know.
harder.
It could have a different effect on different people.
I've heard some people get surgery on their grundle to pull their dick out more.
I've heard that too.
That was
When they-
Sports
when they-
Illustrated.
A lot of wasted wiener down there, if you think about it.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole grundle hiding back there.
There's a whole bunch of extra grundle.
I've never even heard the word, but it sounds magical. It sounds like
It's like
Fleshy
a,
hundred.
It's where the hidden cock lives, dude.
I remember that chapter in Beowulf.
Yeah. Before you
Grundle.
cross the bridge, you must answer the riddles of the grundle.
If you find yourself short on cock, visit the grundle.
Code
You
normal.
won't ask the grundle, and he'll deliver you longer cock. So, speaking of
Longer cock.
That's an ad right there. You should write that.
Yeah, write that down.
the grundle,
It's a full-fledged commercial.
That
Yeah.
full on.
CGI and all.
Yes.
oh yes. Well, you're gonna go see Superman, I hear, QB.
I am tonight. There's an early showing of it, and we'll see. We'll see how it is. There's a lot of like discourse around it because they said some immigrant stuff. I know we have a video. Let's play the video first because this has got people a little hot and bothered, and I want you to start off with that.
Oh, James has said that Superman is an immigrant story, that it is political. MAGA today was getting a little upset that he called Superman an immigrant. I wanted to get your reaction.
Somebody needs a hug. It's just a movie, guys. It's just a movie.
That guy looks like the old man from Up.
Wait, the reporter?
Yes.
That reporter, if you don't already know, this is a notorious reporter that goes around to like all of the premiere nights and tries to get horrible quotes from people. He goes up and goes, "Is this the gayest Marvel show ever?"
Yes.
And he waits for them to say it. And that's a rhetorical question
Yeah,
because
really.
it always is. Every
Yeah.
show that comes out from Marvel
He
is the
sounds like
gayest one.
Harvey Firestein, who's also an innocent Steen that
Oh, yeah.
didn't unalive himself, but he's wearing a jean shirt with a bow tie.
With a bow tie.
He's
That's
there,
his look.
He's there to cause some mischief.
Yeah, he's absolutely doing that. So he's going around and getting people to say dumb stuff. Here, James Gunn, the director of the movie, also answered this question.
You said it's an immigrant story. It's a political movie. MAGA today is going nuts. What do you have to say to MAGA?
I don't have anything. I think this movie's for everybody. I don't have anything to say to anybody. Like I'm not here to judge people. I think this is a movie about kindness, and I think that's something everyone can relate to.
You see how they're like.
But that's a backpedal right there because Gunn started it by saying, "Oh, this is an immigrant movie. It's political, blah blah blah." Then he can't not expect a question like that. Props on Nathan Fillion. I think I don't think he's conservative by any stretch. He
seems like a cool guy though.
He just wants people to buy his movie, dude.
Right? Exactly. It's a movie.
And honestly, I'm fine. Even I know people have problems with James Gunn. Totally justified in some ways, in other ways seem to be overblown, but some ways totally. And if you don't want to watch the movie because you don't like James Gunn, totally makes sense. And if you don't want to watch a movie because Hollywood made the fucking movie, totally makes sense. But I appreciate when they don't just go out there and say stupid shit. Like saying that Superman is an immigrant, I guess fine if you want to.
He's an
frame
alien,
it that way.
Literal alien.
He's an alien.
So you're saying he is an immigrant?
He's an illegal.
He's illegal.
We're gonna ruin the top 10, but yes, he is.
But if you want to frame it that way, fine. And I think that to a discerning person, there's a difference between illegal and legal.
I'm just
being an
glad
immigrant
he's
is fine.
white.
Dude, they're still talking
James
about that
Gunn
movie.
James Gunn also wrote all of these tweets.
Yes. That's what those were the justified reasons I think
like
people
it
could
when
have
little
problems.
boys touch me in my silly place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at that.
So
The
if
only
you have
thing
a
worse
problem with
than
James
being
Gunn,
a
that's totally
Hollywood-
fine.
About to
I don't
vomit
even
as
have
I'm
a-
stuffed with
I-
etouffee and eggplant. I'm a Louis Anderson my ass out. Just the fat, not the little boys. He did tweet a lot about little boys.
A lot of sus tweets. A lot
What
of
the
sus
fuck?
tweets.
Tell your 3-year-old you're laughing thinking of me fucking 3PO. He'll appreciate it when older.
Well, that's just heavy.
Hashtag where's the
Robot.
client list?
It's
Time to be
Superman.
honest.
Yeah. Let's circle back.
But it's like it's the fucking media. It's the media every time. It's the media. The you can go all the way back to people hating on Jar Jar, even though Jar Jar sucks. It was the media that were hating on the actor. It was the media that were hating on all the actors for all the Star Wars prequel movies. They're the ones that like pull up tweets, make tweets, just continuate the hate on these actors, and then they leave social media because of the media.
We just live in fucking views world now.
Yeah.
We live in, look at our politics. People say the dumbest fucking things ever because it's going to get them the attention.
Yeah.
Well, and this movie has the potential of being good if they just let the actors act. I mean, the guy who's playing Superman, I don't recognize him for anything else. You may.
He was in Twisters. Did you watch Twisters?
Okay, I did. That was a good movie.
the
That
new
was a good
Twisters?
movie.
The lead actor in Twisters?
He was the
That was Glenn Powell.
bad guy. I guess he was kind of like
The
he was
Twister?
he was both Twisters. No, he was like the rival
balls around him,
the
just
rival guy.
spinning, all the CGI balls, and he's just spinning like, "Oh, down now. I'm gonna get you,
That shot where he's playing Smaug, the dragon, where he's like on the
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a dragon.
That's fun to watch.
Just like a
I
dragon
went and
voice.
saw
Thank you.
F1 over the weekend.
Ooh.
That's
Oh,
how was
Formula
that?
One.
Yes.
It's entertaining. It's exactly what it's supposed. It's what I liked about Ford versus Ferrari, except I like that movie a lot more. It was good. It's good because it's not political. It's just kind of like a Steve McQueen movie that you would watch back in the day. Clint Eastwood, just a star movie about a race car driver. There's no agenda. It's predictable, but it's a fun watch.
Yeah,
but I did see the
gasoline. Come on.
Yeah.
Political.
No EVs.
Gas-powered cars.
Why were there no EVs in the Formula One race, huh?
Dude, they threw back to when he was racing for Camel and there were Marlboro signs, and I was like, "This is awesome!"
Yeah.
Like
And
it was.
Didn't
I
Brad
loved
Pitt
it.
actually drive the cars too?
Yes.
Yeah.
He drove some.
I-
It's
like,
like
he would've
Maverick.
had
He did the
to.
Maverick thing.
I think I saw this. Is this the one
director.
that you can watch on like your phone? It has haptics, so you can like feel what's going on with it.
Oh, that would be cool.
God, I hope not.
I just,
How do you do that?
I don't know. I saw an ad
Is
for
it
it.
just like
You
a
just do
rumble
it in
pack?
your car. You just do it behind the wheel. And pretend it's the movie.
Lock it in.
Don't watch your own.
We're going.
Watch the screen.
Get pulled over for going 140. You're like, I'm sorry, I was just watching F1.
Oh, fine. You're good to go.
Why are you wearing a helmet inside
But
a Toyota
there
Camry?
there was an ad for the Superman, and my
Yeah.
problem with it is it looks cool. I like that it's shot in Cleveland because that's actually Metropolis. That's what
Right.
it's supposed to be. I liked a bit of the look of it, but it kind of just looks bad.
Yeah.
Like it's not original. It doesn't look exciting, and the problem is I don't think anybody's ever done better than the original Superman.
You can't.
At least movie wise with Christopher Reeves. It just-
Exactly.
There's
and
no
I
way to
don't
do it.
And it's not that exciting of a character anymore to even build the same story around over and over again.
I disagree because I think, and James Gunn has said this, like with his philosophy about Superman right now is like, we're in a time, and again, this is James Gunn saying it, so that it comes with caveats of like his worldview and things he said in the past. He said that we live in a time where being kind is rebellious, or it's like the punk thing to do is to be kind. And he said it right there in that clip. This is a movie about being kind. It's for everybody. Does that mean that it is actually a time where we could be kind? We should be kind because the world has lost a lot of that, or is he referencing MAGA, or is he referencing the political right? Or outside of that, but that's all stuff that we kind of put on ourselves when we're reading that. We read into his words in a different way, which is, again, I'm totally fine with you doing that because a lot of the times that's what they fucking mean. They do mean that shit. They are saying it from a politically bubbled perspective, but on face value, I don't disagree with the fact that we do live in a time where kindness is like the abnormal thing to do. And
fuck you, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, and what James Gunn doesn't realize is
Superman is needed. That's my point. Is like Superman right now would be
James
needed.
Gunn can suck my balls.
Thank you, Cartman.
You're not a little boy, so.
But James Gunn just literally explained why Trump won.
Yeah.
Kindness, conservatism was the counterculture because we were getting all the COVID stuff rammed down our throat, all the Biden and all the Kamala word salad shoved down our throat. So it became counterculture.
And as Hollywood and media in general, nihilism and being hateful to people, that seems to have taken over.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I think it's a good time for a superhero like Superman to come in and be like the shining light, the
example.
The Kansas boy from the South that's like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
What if they made him gay Superman, though? But he was
That's what they're doing in the comics. So it's like, if people
really?
Yeah,
I remember
100%.
that. Yeah.
So Superman, not himself is gay, but his son, John, they made a side story about him being gay and all this stuff.
Nobody reads.
And, it got canceled and nobody read it. But like, that's what they're doing in the comics, and they've been doing that in Marvel for forever, and it's not working. So this would be a great time for them to have a genuine character that's like middle America, being kind to one another. That's great. They have him in the trailer saying like "gosh dang" and "hey dude" and stuff instead of saying bad words, which I'm like, okay, that could be funny in a fun way, but we'll see. I don't know. The movie, I agree with you, Dave. It's like every single piece of media that's come out has made me less interested in the movie because it just looks,
especially that long clip that was on Kimmel where it was like, "Where's my dog?"
That's the one I'm talking about.
Where's my dog?
Yeah, it's the high-pitched like baby where he's like, "Where's the dog?"
Yeah, it's like the one thing I was excited about. It's like, oh, crypto's in it. That's kind of cool. That's a fresh take on the movie, I guess. And it's like, "Where's my dog?" It's like, we know he pulls you out of the snow. You build the fortress of solitude. That's another thing I hate is Hollywood needs to be stripped down. No more long trailers.
Yeah.
Oh, they do
Giving away
the whole
shit?
fucking
Yeah,
give away
they
the
give
whole movie every time.
We live in this is the worst era to have movies. They just keep fucking remaking everything. There's no original anythings anymore.
Nolan's doing the Odyssey, man. It's going to be
Odyssey is a
absolute
remake.
cinema.
Well,
exactly.
and
It's another
not to go
remake.
back, but doesn't having a gay son when you're Superman prove it's a choice? I mean, were there gay people on his planet?
Maybe.
not a
That's
good
why it
look
doesn't
if you
exist anymore, Dave.
You don't know what our sun does to the Kryptonian body. It could confuse you.
Where's my
I guess, but that just seems strange that you would be an alien and then you have a gay kid.
A gay alien son.
Yeah, you have
Deport him.
just a gay alien.
But like, to go to your point and Dave's
I'm
point,
only half gay alien.
F1. F1's doing really well, right?
Dude, it was like 144 million
Right.
opening weekend.
That's
it was
like
great.
bare bones. It's just a sports movie where there's a guy that is like the underdog and he's got to race and win. And like, that's what people love. And the same thing happened with Top Gun Maverick. Bare bones story about a dude training some younger people
Yes.
and they do a mission. Like, that's it.
Well, it's
a
not
remake.
divisive. There's nothing about
Yeah.
it. Like the maximum amount of people that can watch it are going to watch it because it's not like
Right.
And that works.
divisive,
And it
yeah.
works every time. And I think that's what Hollywood needs to figure out. They need to go, oh, the things that work are the things that we don't infused a bunch of decisive politics into and start doing this shit where the media comes out and goes, "Is it the gayest Superman?" Huh? It's like gay people can watch it, straight people can watch it. It's just a superhero movie
together, but
like the one scene in between. You could
one scene in between.
That's the difference between clickbait and filmmaking. I mean,
Right.
James Gunn or not, he's a filmmaker. I've liked a lot of his movies. He's
I
obviously
like
a
the
good
majority.
director. And if you look at him, he looks really beaten down for a A-list director. He's definitely showing his age.
silver.
So,
He's a silver fox now.
yeah.
It's because the adrenochrome dried up when Epstein,
is that baby
Yeah.
blood?
Running out. Yeah.
allegedly.
When Kevin
the magic baby
Spacey
blood.
stopped coming over to his house with a bag full of baby adrenochrome.
It's Lex Luthor right there you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's true. Why not bring your friend back?
Yeah. So we'll
he's
see
so
how
innocent.
Hollywood does it. This is the time. I've said it for a while. Is like this month is going to be decisive for the superhero movie in general because we have the restart of DC with Superman, and we have basically the restart. Now it's phase 6 or some bullshit. What were the last 2 phases, Marvel? What the fuck were they? They were nothing. They were trash.
They were garbage.
They were the worst. They weren't in the best.
Absolutely horrible. Believe me.
Worst. So like they're restarting with Fantastic Four. It's called First Steps. You could have just deleted the last 2 and just started right here.
Yeah.
So we'll see if people like get energized with the superhero movies. But I think it's out. And as a superhero movie fan and a nerd, I want it to go out. I don't want them to make any more. I'm done. I want them to stop. I want them to just put it down. And I want to go to something like, I don't know, action movies or.
They're allegedly.
Give a new genre.
Gay son a chance to star in something.
Yeah, honestly, I would watch that.
Right. I'm just
start a
glad that
bakery or something, a florist.
right.
Just
Yeah.
a down.
Coming soon to Hallmark.
To Earth
Yes.
story.
Right. Yeah. Superman's son coming soon to Hallmark.
They
I
also
did hear
wedged some really cheesy dialogue into the trailer too. That really is reserved for Marvel movies, and that wasn't thrilling to me either.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
So I'm saying the whole ad has been trash. Do you have them right there? Because like they're really bad choices from a marketing standpoint. And I don't know. I don't see anybody actually being like, oh, I watched the trailer and I'm into it.
I want to know where his dog
I
is.
might be wrong. Let me know in the comments below.
Yeah.
Is it the dog or the dog coin?
Doge? What?
It's the Doge coin. Yes.
Doge.
Doge?
That's it.
Grandpa, it's the
Thank you.
Dogecoin.
Is it
No,
Doge?
with the dog, it's just the
Doge?
John Wick effect. I mean,
Yeah.
the biggest hero ever killed all these people to save a dog,
Right.
Yeah.
and I love him for it.
Yeah. So maybe in context, that scene where he's like, "Where's the dog?" Maybe it works
Yeah.
in context.
They were
I want
John
more.
Wick
I want more
fans.
losing movies.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Fucking dies and everyone dies. And Superman fucking just fucks everyone to death.
Like, wait,
Then holds his gay
Physically.
son up and goes, "This is your new king." And then the
He's-
movie.
Well, the music
Everybody's
swells,
dead,
and then
so-
it just hits credits.
He's patient zero of a
Then it opens up
Kryptonian
in-
STD.
It opens up into it's Lion King 3. And it's Superman, yeah.
It's also CGI like the last. Yeah, that'd be beautiful.
It should all go 70s bleak, and every movie should just have a horrific end.
There was allegedly a scene where Lex Luthor kicks the dog, and the test audiences hated it. They
And
got
have that.
really mad.
Kill as many people as you want. Don't
Totally.
hurt the dog.
Yeah,
that is,
you could
that is
destroy
true.
Metropolis, and it would be millions upon millions of humans dead. But you kick that dog, you got to cut that out of the movie.
Where's the dog?
You're supposed to hate Lex
Too
Luthor.
long. Yeah, but that's like one of the writing rules in Hollywood, right? You don't kick the dog, you don't hurt dogs.
You fuck children off camera, not on camera. It's the same.
Right.
Private,
Yeah.
Yeah, you save the cat.
Yeah.
of course.
Well,
Well, let's find out what we think are some predictions for what Garrett's going to see tonight in tonight's half-ass top 10.
Number 10, Superman no longer fights for truth, justice, and the American way, but rather he lives his truth for racial justice on stolen indigenous land.
As he should. Number 9, Lex Luthor has a love child with Ashley St. Clair. It's a little too close to home there.
cute kid.
It's not bad. He's just hair.
Yeah. Number 8, he's deported by ICE and his parents are imprisoned for harboring an illegal alien.
As he should be.
Wow.
Number 7, spends half the movie using his laser beam eyes to get out of alligator Alcatraz.
Oh, nice.
Impossible.
They thought of that in
Nah.
advance, though.
Number 6 allows monsters to destroy downtown businesses because they have insurance.
Is that California? Number 5. He saves Marvel's Hawkeye from a snowblower. That's when Marvel really died, was when Hawkeye.
That moment, you
Yeah,
think?
at that moment, because we
That's
all
what-
a lot of
Yeah,
love
he
him.
almost died too.
Yeah.
Except he has $1 billion, so he looks fine now.
Yeah, literally.
Number 4, the only thing stronger than Superman is black girl magic.
I'm going to say number 3. His love interest is Lois Lane.
Oh, well,
Kind of ties into.
yeah, it does.
That's not what that says.
Interesting. Yeah, I have something different. Number 2, he learned.
Fix it in post.
He only learns to fly after spending 3 hours on the phone with a black woman working telephone customer service for an airline.
I told you lift with your legs. Lift.
That's reasonable.
Thrust! Are you not Superman's
And
gay
number
son?
one.
What's you? What's wrong with you?
He still wears a COVID-19 mask to protect himself.
Super spreader.
Full face cover.
Whole face.
And that is tonight's top 10.
Born with it.
I was born in the darkness. Where's the top?
I'm going to watch the movie with this checklist.
Please take the
Yes,
checklist and
please.
report back tomorrow on the
will,
show
yes.
and let us
Well,
know
we'll
which
see.
ones we've gotten at least kind of close to.
Do you think there's a single mask in the whole movie? Like background actors, anything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Oh,
There's gotta
yeah.
be one. It's in the culture now.
Yeah.
I hope the number 3 is there.
This mysterious number 3 that I'm not going to say.
Just
I don't know. What is that number 3, Dave?
Let's talk about this, though. Huh?
Yeah.
Michael Madsen, who's actually was one of my top 5 favorite actors, passed away July 3rd. The movie icon, Hollywood outlaw, actual badass, passed away July 3rd at the age of 67. You probably know him from playing some pretty edgy characters in Donnie Brasco, Sin City, The Hateful Eight, and he's even good in stuff that should just be all right, but he makes it really entertaining, like 44 Minutes, Species, and My Boss's Daughter with Ashton Kutcher, which should be bad, but it's not because of him. Madsen's career, he includes 300 film and television appearances over that. And I think what makes him personally an icon is his collaboration with Quentin Tarantino in Reservoir Dogs, where he portrayed the sociopath Victor Vega, a.k.a. Mr. Blonde. Personally, I can't listen to Steeler's Wheel without sawing off a cop's ear with a razor blade.
It's tough.
So yeah.
I don't remember that part of your book, Dave.
Well,
part
it's a new look. It's just ever since the movie comes out, I grab a straight razor and I.
Is this the guy that he talks into the ear?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yes, I
actually
just fucking
this
saw
thing
that
on?
clip recently.
one of the most famous instances of improv.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was reading. Is he
Yes.
was like, just do something interesting. He goes, I don't know what to do.
Even the dance was improv too, because
The whole thing?
it just said he dances maniacally to the song,
He's
that's
so
what he
good.
did.
and
Yeah.
that's what he did. It was great.
Well, he also put the actor in the trunk of the car. The guy was like, "Hey, will you drive me around the block, kind of get in the character?" And he goes, "Sure." So he puts him in the trunk and drives him around for 45 minutes. He said he stopped at Taco Bell and turned the volume up so people didn't know there was a guy screaming in the trunk. And when they got back to the set, the dude was pissed because he was locked up for 45 minutes. And I can only imagine how weary he was tied to a chair while the guy had a straight racer, knowing that he had driven him around for almost an hour in the hot sun.
He said get into character.
Yeah.
yeah.
Another fun piece of trivia about him is that cowboy hat that he wears in Kill Bill Volume 2. He insisted on wearing that, and Quentin Tarantino didn't want him to wear it. And so there's another character that's just like, take off your stupid fucking hat or whatever. And his reaction is real because Quentin Tarantino told the actor to say that.
I'm surprised Quentin wasn't the one who yelled it.
Yeah, he wanted it
Yeah.
for the scene.
Yeah.
Well, he's known for, I think what he's most iconic for is obviously working with Quentin Tarantino, but they had a little bit of a falling out after he turned on the role of Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction,
yeah.
who ended up being John Travolta because that was the brother of this character, Victor Vega.
Yeah. They patched it up though, because they did a few other movies after that as well.
Well, they did it. Yeah,
Yeah,
they did a
yeah.
ton eventually, but
Yeah, going through his IMDb, we were doing that before. Insane amount of stuff. This guy was a working actor tons of stuff. Like he was in video games and small time movies,
War
big time
Games,
movies.
yeah, it was like his
War
first
Games. He
one
was
of
in
his
War
first,
Games.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was obvious he didn't turn up his nose to any like role, and he very well could have because he's such an iconic.
Oh yeah.
I love actors like that are the working actors, the ones that you go, that's that guy that is like always good. Like you said, always elevates at least his scenes or his part in those movies. So just it's tragic to see him. So young.
He was on Opie and Anthony when they interviewed him, and they said, "Well, what's like the worst show you've had to do?" And he was like, "Other than this one." And then he went into like several shows that he wasn't shy about the fact that he did a bunch of stuff for money, but it also bought him a huge house in Malibu. And he did elevate everything. And I mean, even in Kill Bill, it's a small role, but it's great. And I mean, I really liked him too in Wyatt Earp, even though it's kind of, a forgotten film.
Yeah. I forgot he was in that. Holy crap. Yeah.
Well, and he's one of those actors that I feel like you might not know his name, but you always recognize him. He's got that perfect, whether he's a villain or just a side character. It's like a perfect, in a video game world, perfect side mission character that you might see once or twice for that certain thing, and you never forget him. And there's that guy again. There's that guy, and he has that perfect personality for that.
Also, I don't think that I recall ever seeing any allegations that he masturbated in front of anyone.
No,
That's kind of cool of him.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
No, in fact, he was one of the guys who called out Harvey Weinstein.
That's a
Said he was
rarity.
A sack of shit.
The bar is in hell.
He said that. What did he say? He said that he was a killer of dreams, and he absolutely hated him.
Well,
He
that's
hated
funny, 'cause
dreams?
Other people said that he was
He
God.
hated dreams.
I kind of fucking hate dreams too a little bit. I can relate.
Scary ones.
All
He
of them.
hated Harvey Weinstein, but he also hated dreams, and I do too. I'll just go away.
Should we play the video?
That's not the song.
I was like, this is he's very offbeat here.
The copyright will get us.
So we found just the
is a
fucking
nice hat.
weirdest overlay music.
Yes.
That is a nice hat. This is the in memoriam music they play during the Grammys,
Yeah.
Dude, the Hateful
It
Eight's
sounds
so
like almost
good.
at the end he's gonna be alive again.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to make it too depressing. It's like we didn't know him.
It's got to be. It's uplifting. 'Cause he
Yeah.
had such a good career.
Yes.
He was good friends with Chris Penn, too. I love that scene in Reservoir Dogs where they're just beating the crap out of each other in the dad's office.
He likes his cowboy hats.
Oh, he does.
That's a small mitt.
Good eye.
I mean, spoilers here, jeez.
We just tried to compile all the spoilers.
Literally.
Ruin all of his
Now you don't have to
Look,
see
he's
any of his movies.
I forgot Bruce Willis dies in that.
Not surprised.
Yes, he's got like that eyebrow look.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, like really? Really?
The mustache was a bit much. Bruno Kirby. R.I.P. as well.
Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
So now the copyright's fine at the end. But
Well,
a
it's-
little bit.
it's
You
8
gotta put just
seconds.
a little bit.
It's
oh,
It's
is
exactly 8 seconds,
Okay.
You got to dabble it. You got to play with them a little bit.
yeah.
So R.I.P.
Yes.
Great actor.
Claps.
Sad to see.
Yes,
Sad
we
to see.
get the claps.
Again, so young. I mean, I think now we're getting up to what, like 120 years is like an average now.
What?
No fucking way.
Yeah,
you
we're
kidding
getting
me?
old as fuck now.
No, who's that
Humans?
superhuman guy that fucking is like 50 and has the body of like a 39-year-old?
Rob Lowe?
Yeah, the never
Me.
died.
Rob Lowe goes to Lowe.
That is true.
No, it's some like tech fucking guy.
Yeah, it's the
the guy who invented Venmo or whatever. Yeah, he
He like
goes.
takes his son's blood.
I'm 50 years old, but I look like I'm 30, and I'm
you actually
going
do
to
look like him a
live.
little
Look
bit.
like him.
Oh.
I'm going to live until over
So I can pull up a
100.
picture of him.
I will never
compare.
die.
He's the guy that confirmed all the Silicon Valley jokes.
Yeah, literally.
Where he's like, I have a young boy and I take his blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that a show with the Dexter before he was Dexter?
He took the
6
blood of
feet
the
under?
children.
Maybe
Pre-Dexter?
Yeah, pre-Dexter. Wasn't he a vampire or something? I don't know.
I don't know
Doesn't
what
matter.
Blade?
Yeah.
Are you?
Blade. the
if
white
Dexter was
guy.
a vampire, it would have been a far better ending than it had.
Been a lumberjack.
Oh
Yeah,
my
then
God.
I'd way rather be
I
a
didn't get that
vampire.
far because I gave up on that show.
So did they.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, they
The
keep
writers.
spinning it out. There's a new one coming out.
And
that's-
he's in it.
There's
Yeah.
a prequel and
What is it? Resurrection. Spoilers.
Oh yeah, beating that shit to death. There is a good show I just finished watching, Department Q on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, mwah.
Really?
I'd let that show jerk off in front of me
Oh, okay.
and not say anything
Onto
ever.
your shirt.
Onto anyone's shirt.
Onto that
It was
shirt?
really,
That's
it was
saying
really
a
good.
lot.
Felt very original.
Okay, let's check that out.
And it's like Scottish actors, so it's all everyone has a weird non-American accent.
Are they pretending?
So you have to.
Doing
No,
that?
no,
you have
it's
to do the
real.
subtitles.
Like they're in Scotland and England, so it's
okay,
based over there. But it's fucking good. No, it's English, regular English.
English
just
regular.
like-
Yeah,
They're
but
the
it's still.
same-
Yeah, but for us Americans, you still need the subtitles.
Like I'm just taking the
Absolutely.
piss out
Like,
of ya.
yeah, it's like I watch the shows on Acorn. There's some really good like New Zealand murder mystery shows.
Yeah.
And yeah, I need subtitles hard.
I was like that
like
with
Squid Game
Mobland.
level. I need subtitles.
Like Mobland, where they're like, hey,
Great show.
like, this is such a good show.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
like
it is
the
a good
dogs.
show, but
You're
part
like
of
the
it, you're
dogs.
just guessing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, I don't know where this is going
Mainly because I can't understand them.
because they're speaking a different language. It's like Snatch.
You mean you can watch Squid Games in English?
Can you?
They don't have a dub for
We
that.
Thank
should.
you,
They
Angela.
should dub it over in
I would rather
racist
do.
English.
I would rather do reading than the English dub over. That pisses me off.
They should do an
Oh,
English
yeah.
dub over, but with the accent on. They do the Korean accent.
That would
As long as it's
that would be good.
hilariously
Oh my
racist
god, that would be
voice.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Squid Game. And then you'd be like, this is great. This is in no way.
Well, Dave, let's wrap this show up. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. Appreciate you
My
guys.
pleasure. Thank
And
you.
tomorrow,
I'll be
somebody's
back.
doing a little bit of a
Yeah.
performance.
There's
Playing a little bit
musical
of Diddy.
things.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Yeah. Copyright. I
Watch
can't.
him dance around. A little.
He's gonna do 7-second clips of all this.
He's gonna cut my ear off and sing into it.
Yeah.
And I'll be back. No one cares.
Everybody cares.
Also, a little shout out I want to give to the Gallery Bar in Taos, Michigan. If you get a chance to check it out, they were very, very cool and hospitable to me and Derek, and I just wanted to show them some love.
Oh, what they do for you
Awesome.
guys?
Yeah, they suck you
They
off for
put on a
something.
show. It was sold out. It was a lot of fun. Only walked a couple people, so it was
Nice.
good.
It's a good night.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is there anywhere we could see you guys?
Yeah, I
shows?
got a few shows coming up. I'm gonna be in Houston, July 17th, Oklahoma City, July 20th, and then
Hey, we're
San
gonna be
Antonio,
there around
August
that time.
17th. Where?
Oklahoma City.
Cool, I'll see you there.
We're gonna go check out the bombings.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. I keep getting the fucking new. There was just a new documentary about that. How many fucking new documentaries can you make about the Oklahoma City bombing?
No, there's a lot
Again,
of
nothing's
stuff
original.
going on.
They're all just
Yeah,
it's all
like
just
the fucking-
remakes.
I watch it, so there's obviously an audience.
They'll
I
make the
can't wait.
documentary and then they'll make the spin-off TV show about
Right.
it. Yes.
Right.
You folks, you can find me.
We're making a documentary.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, perfect. There's the new documentary. But folks, you can find me, MikeImbasciani.com. I am in Southwest Florida. If you want to see my band, Mike Imbasciani and his Blues Rockers, come check us out. And some music tomorrow. And find me on Instagram at Mike Imbasciani with the number 1.
Ooh.
Who's the original Mike Imbasciani?
It's just me.
But you had
Just
to take
I
the
wanted
number
the one. Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh,
chose
I
it?
chose the 1.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, I'm number one. I want
Right.
everybody to know.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's not number 2.
To put number 1 makes me feel like if you ever got famous enough, you would jerk off in front of other people against their will.
No.
There's an echelon where I think you pass it and you have to.
I think there is. Yeah.
Luckily, I'm not going to be that famous.
I'm aiming for right under.
Exactly.
Famous. Dave, let's go to Into the World.
I'd just like to say,
Bow! Dave, what were you going to say?
nothing.
No, what was it? I'm so
Delayed. I was just gonna say you don't have to be famous to jerk off in front of people, and you can also see me at the Des Moines Funny Bone this weekend, and next weekend Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey. So if you're near Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey, come on over.
And for the record, you will become famous if you do that.
That's true.
That's what takes you from not famous
Right.
enough to famous enough.
Oh, yeah. It is a shortcut.
Yeah. I see a lot of people on the streets, homeless, do that.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get that star.
They're waiting for the right TikTok person to go in front of them.
Yep.
You never know.
Be outraged.
And with the golden cum. Dave, what is your...
The man with the golden cum.
guy.
Dave.
Why is it yellow? It's a little bit of pee.
It's a skill.
He had those golden pipes.
He did.
Anyway, so what is your favorite Michael Madsen movie? Let's just end on this. Maybe give the crowds something they can watch, and also please write in the comments what yours is.
Yeah.
I will start. I will say Reservoir Dogs. That was the first Quentin Tarantino film I saw, and seeing him in that iconic role, you cannot. When you picture him, that's what I think most people think of first.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Sin City because that movie's rad and he's great in it. So, again, smaller part, but knocks it out of the park. So.
Yeah. Well, I would say Reservoir Dogs, but I can't because it's already been picked. So I will say Species.
Oh.
That's an underrated movie.
I was also going to say Reservoir Dogs.
See,
I'll go
everybody
with
copies
Free Willy.
one.
I'll go with Hateful Eight.
It's a good
All right.
one.
Yeah.
David?
I'm still going to go with Reservoir Dogs. I don't feel I have to change my vote.
Good for you.
Thank you.
It's my favorite. With a close second of Free Willy.
Talking about what we
Let those
just
two
talked about.
characters meet.
All right.
You know? Let those two characters meet.
Yeah, you know where the kid stands and points, and the whale
Yeah. It goes right over him.
jumps.
How many times
then-
can they possibly free this whale?
They keep doing it.
And then the Reservoir Dogs,
He's
Michael
got
cuts off his
Stockholm
fin.
syndrome.
That was the soft launch for Greta Thunberg.
Papa, I found my calling.
Free the Willy.
Didn't Michael Jackson sing with the Willy was freed?
I think so.
That's on
I
the
remember
list
those.
too.
That fucking trailer was on every single VHS growing up. Free
Yeah.
Willy 2.
See, that's the kind
Search
of
for
original
Home or
shit we need to
whatever
get
it's
back to, though. Someone
Really?
sitting in a fucking writer's room and be like, what if there's a whale in captivity and a small child frees him?
Yeah.
Don't do that anymore.
Let's do
Need
it.
And
more
they're
of
like,
that.
let's say the trailer is him holding up his finger and the whale jumping over him, so you know he does free him before we go to the film.
Just spoil the
Yeah, right, exactly. You know what I want to see? I want to see another Air Bud. Bring those back.
Hell yeah.
Talking about movies like that. Bring
Reboot?
back Air Bud 37.
Yes.
The golden receiver.
Air will be bud.
Absolute classic.
Nothing in
stole
the
that.
rule book that doesn't say you can't reboot that movie.
Exactly.
We hate remakes.
Well, not
But
that
I'm saying
one.
if you're gonna.
Not the thing
remake.
I care about.
No?
That's the limit. I hate
There's
remakes
also
until it's the thing I want
We
to
need
do.
more
Last.
kindness in this world.
Yeah,
We do.
but you're wrong.
And there
guys
is
tomorrow.
Beethoven's Last you can watch. It's just about the family.
Marley and Me Too.
Yo.
Weird movie. I don't know. Marley wasn't even there.
It's the guy crying.
The whole movie.
Heavily addicted to drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. Requiem for a
dog?
Dream.
Where's the dog?
Well, on that note, I don't think we can top that.
No, can't.
That was a good way to go out.